Do you want your super meter to do this every time you use it? I thought you might, which is why I've been meticulously researching and perfecting the best Legend Onslaught Hunter build imaginable. Its cataclysmic strength is derived primarily from its ability to pull and cluster hundreds of enemies into a singular choke point, at which point they can all be dispatched in one swift blow from a singular ignition, grenade, or ally super. So let me show you how to put it all together and play it to perfection, after which you'll be revered as the chieftain of Wave 50 Legend clears by your friends, clannies, and all of LFG. Alongside this build, I'm also giving away 3 rare in-game emblems to 3 lucky viewers, and I'll tell you how to enter to win right after I tell you about how you can win a free gaming console and Amazon gift cards with a total value of $10,000, along with a free legendary plus 2 strong epic heroes. Raid Shadow Legends, the sponsor of this build video, are celebrating the arrival of spring in Teleria with a special spring hunt minigame. All you have to do to participate is download Raid using my link in the description, head to springhunt.plarium.com, enter your Raid ID, and join the community. Additionally, Raid is also celebrating Community Weeks, where they are giving everyone a legendary champion, Chronicler Adeline, so if you haven't started playing yet, click my link in the description or scan my QR code on screen to get insane bonuses only available through my link, like a huge starter pack with an epic champion, Tyrell, and another pack after reaching level 25 that includes epic Rector Drath. This game genuinely has some of the coolest looking characters of any title. After downloading, use the promo code SPRINGHUNT24 to get silver and more, and come find me under the name Mactics and join my clan. And alongside Raid's giveaways, the emblems that I'm giving away will go to 3 randomly selected subscribers that like the video and leave a comment down below. Thanks again to Raid. Now let's get building. The build kicks off with 2 components that I'm sure most are very familiar with already. However, in explaining them, I'm going to show you how to use them to perfection to specifically guarantee Wave 50 Legend Onslaught clears. The Deadfall Tether Super allows you to shoot a Void Anchor that grabs and pulls all enemies, increasing all damage they receive by 30% and sharing 50% of all damage they receive with other tethered enemies. Additionally, this Void Anchor lasts for a base 12 seconds, having its lifespan extended by 0.5 seconds for every killed tethered enemy, up to a maximum lifespan of 25 seconds. As far as using this in Onslaught specifically, I firmly believe that Vostok is the easiest map to clear Wave 50 on Legend difficulty, largely due to how easy Tether makes it to lock down every single enemy, no matter what wave spawn you get. Beginning with the patio ADU location, the center enemy spawns can be exterminated with 100% tether coverage when placed at the mouth of the cave. On the right side spawn, tethering right at the base of this rock will grab everything that comes from both lanes. Meanwhile, on the left side spawn, tethering directly underneath the closer window will lock up everything that runs down the long snowy lane, as well as everything that tries to come out through the large opening hidden by the cave structure. Over by the gondola ADU zone, the right side wave will have you place your tether right at the entrance to the gondola structure. For the middle spawn, you'll drop it to the left side of the sharp rock. And on the left side spawn, dropping it right at the top of the stairs will lock down the bulkier middle spawn, as well as the stragglers that spawn down low. On the final ADU defense zone, when dealing with the 2-pronged spawn from the large outdoor opening and the central cave system, placing it right on the corner of the stairs captures everything. For the wave that spawns completely outside, placing it on the corner of the box will catch everything that comes through. And finally, for the left side spawn, placing it directly on top of the Iron Banner logo dome will catch every single enemy that passes on by. Seriously, these tether placements make Legend Onslaught an actual cakewalk. You'll then of course pair this up with the Orpheus Rig Hunter Exotic Boots, which for every tethered enemy refunds a significant chunk of your super, up to a maximum of 50% total super refund per tether cast, as well as 10% energy to all of your basic abilities. It's worth noting as well that Orpheus Rig will not refund tether super energy when the Void Anchor that you fire tethers already tethered enemies. So if you already have a tether out on the field, or are running with another Void Hunter on your fire team that has their tether out on the field, it's best to wait until the first one disappears before shooting off yours. Now, where things in this build deviate from your traditional Void Orpheus Rig Hunter setup is that we are actually investing into solar weaponry with the Sunshot Exotic Hand Cannon as our premier pairing choice. You might think that this is odd, considering that this means that we will not be able to use any Void fragments that involve volatile rounds, but after a copious number of hours testing all of the different combos with this build, I can assure you that Sunshot absolutely came out on top. This is mostly due to the fact that the seasonal artifact mod Flint Striker grants you the Radiant buff for a 25% increase to all weapon damage when landing multiple solar weapon precision hits or final blows, which means that ultimately in every single engagement you will have a 25% bonus to all of your damage output in conjunction with a 30% increase to all enemy damage intake. And what's more is that with the Kindling Trigger and Raise of Precision seasonal mods that, while under the effects of Radiant, apply Scorch and Ignitions on Solar Precision final blows respectively, you have a lot of solar explosions from both Ignitions and Sunshot's intrinsic exotic perk that are being ping-ponged back and forth between enemies through the shared damage of Tether, which ultimately nukes everything on the field at the snap of a finger. Due to the fact that everything you are fighting is weakened and suppressed by Tether, it makes perfect sense to select Stylish Executioner as the first aspect for this build, which upon defeating a Void debuffed enemy grants you invisibility. But to have a backup defensive option to guarantee safety and to safeguard from wipes, we'll want to occupy aspect slot number 2 with Trapper's Ambush to allow our snare bomb to also make us and allies invisible, as well as granting us access to the quick fall air move to dive to the ground and provide an enhanced version of all of Snare Bomb's effects, with a larger weakening and invising radius, as well as increased weakening and invisibility durations. Alongside this, you'll also want to be sure to take Gambler's Dodge as your class ability so that you can always have a smoke bomb ready to be used to make yourself or teammates invisible, and bonus points if you do so through the usage of Quick Fall while also hitting an enemy at the same time, weakening it and allowing you to kill it to go invisible again by proccing the perks of the aforementioned first aspect, Stylish Executioner. With the 4 fragment slots provided by these two aspects, I recommend the Echo of Starvation for the Devour buff when scavenging an Orb of Power, the Echo of Persistence for increased duration to all Void buffs like Invisibility and Devour, the Echo of Reprisal for significantly increased super energy gains when defeating enemies while near enemy combatants, and the Echo of Undermining to allow your grenades to inflict the weakened debuff. An important synergy to keep in mind here is the fact that hitting a target with your Scatter or Vortex grenade, thus weakening it, and then killing it will make you invisible through Stylish Executioner. Additionally, it is not only easy to survive with this build through 100 HP heals per kill with Devour, but also easy to continuously have your grenade available to weaken enemies for invisibility fuel thanks to the grenade energy refund aspect of Devour when killing enemies while in possession of it. Not that you'll need those regenerations often anyway though, considering that with this build, your tether is literally up 99% of the time, and thanks to the basic ability regeneration component of Orpheus rigs, so are all of your basic abilities as well. Moving down to the armor mod setup, you'll start things off on the helmet with Solar Siphon for orb generation on solar weapon multi-kills, along with Dynamo for a chunk of super energy when using your dodge near enemies, something you'll want to do often anyways to activate the melee ability refund portion of Gambler's Dodge. On the gloves, you'll look to take the Solar Loader for increased solar weapon reload speed, Firepower for orb of power generation on grenade final blows, and Bolstering Detonation for class ability refund when dealing grenade damage. On the chest, it's business as usual with resistance mods matching the damage type of opposing foes. Down on the boots, you'll want to grab 2 copies of Solar Weapon Surge for an additional 17% solar weapon damage boost when armor charged, as well as a Solar Scavenger mod for more heavy ammo ammo gains on brick pickup for your solar heavy ammo weapon that will also benefit from your solar weapon surges. If you have it, I highly recommend the crafted Apex Predator with reconstruction and bait and switch, something that you can easily obtain by simply completing 5 of the wish quests that can be obtained from Mara Sod in the helm. Finally, on the class item, you'll round things out with time dilation for increased duration on your armor charge stacks, and Reaper for orb of power generation on weapon final blows after using your class ability. With stat prioritizations of resilience, and to a significantly lesser degree, mobility, discipline, and intellect, all you need to do now is scroll down a touch for the Destiny Item Manager link, tap those like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed the build video, and then come to my stream at twitch.tv/Mactics to let me know this build worked for you after you use it to get your Wave 50 Legend Onslaught clear. That is everything you need to know about the Orpheus Tether Sunshot Hunter. Be sure to check out Raid Shadow Legends through the QR code on screen or in the link of the description. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.